Lesson 8, alcohol. In this video we are going to talk about alcohol and how you can enjoy alcohol and still make progress. So if you remember from our calorie video, alcohol gives us about 7 calories per gram, which is almost as much as fat and almost double the amount of calories that we get from protein and carbs. And while we can definitely enjoy it as a part of our daily calorie budget, it's important to understand how it can have a negative effect on our results. It can cause a reduction on NEAT, so our activity levels go down because we are hanging on the couch, on the sofa, or just lying horizontal all day watching Netflix. Poor alcoholic choices that can be pretty calorific. If you don't pick the right things, you can go for pina coladas and stuff, and that is like a meal with each drink. Being drunk often leads to, just loss of willpower. You just want to end up having a takeaway, and also alcohol affects your sleep, so it lowers the quality of your sleep, and then excessive consumption can actually lower testosterone, which is bad for muscle gain and muscle retention, and also next day when you're hanging, your body doesn't burn fat as effectively as without being hangovered or having alcohol the day before. But there is always a but, of course. How can we enjoy alcohol without affecting our progress? And we certainly can. First thing to understand is that the calorie content of different drinks, because it varies a lot, so obviously knowing what do you go for, having a sort of vodka with Diet Coke or gin with Slimline Tonic is a less calorific option and much bulkier option than having a pint of beer, for example. So clear spirits are generally the best option, as I said. I sort of went ahead before the slide, especially if you mix it with a diet like soft drink, so gin, Slimline Tonic, as I said before, in a big glass you can have 60 calories, and it takes time to go through that glass. Vodka and Diet Coke is about 100 calories. Then you have stuff like whiskey and Diet Coke, and it's all kind of the same. Lower calorie beers have about and are smaller, about 150 calories each. Then you have the WKDs and Smirnoff Ice, but I just hope no one drinks them anymore once you go past the age of 16. And they are about 200 calorie mark, and then after that you have pints of beers and glasses of wine, and they are sort of 250 calories each usually, or more, sometimes less, depends on the size of the glass, of course. So once you understand the basic calorie content of the most common drinks, the next step is to be able to plan effectively for the weekend. So we have a really easy process I can show you for being able to enjoy it out without affecting your results. Let's say to be in a calorie deficit, you need to eat 2,500 calories a day, or 17,000 calories, just over 17,000 calories a week. So if you have a night out coming up where you're going to go over your calorie target, you can simply have 500 calories less the day before. That means that on your party you've got 3,000 calories to play with instead of 2,500. That's called calorie borrowing. So you could even go as far as having to lower calorie days for a few days to give you 5,500 calories, for example, to play with. So it's all about how much calories you have within a range of the week in a total rather than day by day. So that will look like this. So you can see on the chart I made that party day you consumed 3,500 calories, but we borrowed 500 calories from the day before and 500 calories from the day after. So the calorie total has not changed. It's still 17,500 calories, meaning that you're still in a calorie deficit for the week. And because 4 days you eat 2,500 calories plus 2 days where you ate 2,000 and 1 day where you consumed 3,500. It is exactly the same as eating 2,500 calories every day. So whatever you do, you still hit your weekly targets, and you must also sort of plan that out. without ruining your fat loss progress, for example. So common question is, how do you track alcohol on a night out? And simply just to put it into MyFitnessPal like you have any other foods, and you can find the most common drinks there. You can find most common combination of drinks and cocktails. And then you want to deduct the calories you're going to have from alcohol from your carbs and fat totals for the day. Not your protein. You still want to hit the protein. You always want to, every day regardless, you want to hit your protein targets if you can, but you can just reduce the carbs and or fat intake to make room for some calories from alcohol.